So right now we are on the Diffeomorphic blog spot because we're going to be using this add-on to go through all this process. To go to this website you are seeing on your screen. So when you get to the website, select das importer. You get. So when you select das importer, select this stable version 4.3.0. Just select it, double click, then it takes you to this Dropbox. Yes. So when you get to this place, you can just select download from here. I will do the rest on Daz3D and Blender. So after downloading the file from the Dropbox website, then you look for your download. Well, I saved mine in this AA. You get. So this is the compressed file. So let's start by opening Daz3D. Open Daz3D on your system. So this is my Daz3D dashboard. So let me go back to the compressed file. So I'm going to select this. Open the compressed file we downloaded from the Dropbox. Open it again, import to Daz, and then we're going to look for to Daz Studio. Select script. Then I'm going to copy these two. This diffeomorphic and this PNG image. Copy it. So Ctrl C to copy, and then we'll go to Daz. So this is Daz. So we're going to go to content library. We're going to select my Daz3D library. Click on the drop down. Then we're going to go to script. This is script here. I think I already have mine here. This is mine because I've installed it. So, but let me just show you something. So this is how you install it. So if you don't have the diffeomorphic, that means you've not installed diffeomorphic on or you've not pasted you've not pasted that file on Daz3D or to Daz3D library. So what you do is this. So select this script, just select it, or you just right click. Sorry, you can right click, then go to browse. I'm coming. You have to browse for the browse to folder location. So you browse for that folder location. So when you browse for that location, just paste it. So that's what you do. Then you can quit it. So after pasting it in the browse folder location, right click again and select refresh. When you select refresh, you're going to see this. You see this, you get. So let's go to Blender because we need to install the add-on. I'm going to Blender now. So this is my Blender. So let's install the add-on. So I'm going to go to file. We're going to go to we're going to go to edit. We're going to go to preference. We're going to go to add-on, yes, and install. Then I'm going to go to this document, right? So this is the AA. I'm going to select this zip compressed file. I'm going to select install add-on. Then you see this import to export, that's importer, and select this. Coming, I've selected this. I'm going to select. So though you might be seeing some messages here because I've installed it on my 4.3. I'm trying to explain it using 4.1 because it's not showing here in my Blender 4.1. You get it. But just follow through this process to install this diffeomorphic add-on. I know it's a long process, but you have to follow it step by step. If you make any mistake, you might have issue exporting, or you might see an error message exporting from Daz to Blender. But then you see the beautiful thing at the end of this whole long process. So that's just it. We are done here. So let's cancel this. So when you scroll down, you should see something like Daz runtime and Daz setup. So let me go back to Daz Studio. So the next thing I'll do is to select this text save root path. You get save root path. So select save. You're going to see all these things. Select yes. So when you select yes, what you should do first is this. Select this. Just copy this. When you select it, copy the user admin, copy it. Select save here. Said admin import Daz path Blender. Okay, don't worry. So go back to Blender and then select global setting. So when you select global setting, select load root path. Then you can just paste that link that we copied. And you select this JSON, yes, this import Daz, select it and load root path. And then we are done here. You get, we are done here, and select OK. Then we are good to go. Okay, what you do here is to add a new character. So let's go back to smart content. I'm going to add a figure, just somebody, a character with texture. Yes. So let's wait for it to load. So this is the character we're going to use. So before exporting, we are going to do this. We're going to go to content library, and we're going to double click this setup menu. It said menu entry for save root part already exists. That's because I've done this on my 4.3, sorry, 4.3 Blender. You select OK. Okay, so let's skip that part, but make sure you do this. So the next one we're going to go to is file. I'm going to go to export to Blender. Before we do all this, send to where is it, to Blender. But then this is what you see if you've installed the Diffeomorphic plugin add-on. You get, so export to Blender. Then you can create your own. Just create. Let me go to document. Where's document? Yeah, my document is here. And I think I created one for Genesis. I don't create multiple. This is Genesis 9. So I created another folder and named it Genesis 9 because this character is Genesis 9. And you can see test character. Let me just say test character 2. Text character 2. And you see export HD UV maps. Accept. Saved in OK. Select OK. And make sure you also save this project file to Control S. Yeah, so I'm going to save it as test character 2. Save and select accept. So let's go back to Blender. So this is Blender. This is Daz setup. Select easy import Daz. Then operator preset, change it to the Genesis 9 because we're using Genesis 9 character. And then we're going to scroll down and select the body. You get. So then let's go back to our document. And let me see if I can set this by modified date. Select Genesis 9, and this is test. Where is it? Test character 2. Use an image, so we are going to select this one. Test character 2. BF and say easy Daz importer. It's going to take a while to load, but we're going to wait for it. So if your own is not loading, you might see an error message here, and if you see an error message here, that means you've made a mistake during the process, or you've not export, or you've not selected the right thing here. That means there's a mistake you've done during the process of trying to install the plugin on your system on Blender and Daz3D. You get. So that means you have to like start again. Not like start again, but then rewatch the video and follow through the process. So I'm going to wait a while because it takes longer time to bring in your character from Daz to Blender with this method than using the send to Daz to Blender. So this is our character on our scene here. So I'm waiting for it to compile Chida. Okay, I think we are done with that. And comment. So this is our character, and I think the texture is also better using this method to bring in that 3D character to Blender. But then we are not done yet because I'm about to show you the interesting part about this whole plugin. So let's go to the Daz. So you're going to see this after selecting the Daz runtime, which is different from the Daz setup. You can see. So this is the Daz runtime. Then you can just click on all these drop down, not this one. Yeah, we're going to talk about that one soon. Then we have the morph. Come along to scroll down. Let me see. We have the flexion. You get. So, and we can drag this so that we can see what we can do with all this. So you can do shoulder shrug. You can just pull through, yes. So you just need to do is to drag it. Ctrl Z. You get to undo, just playing through. You can scroll through, scroll. Right hand spread. Let me see. I have to see from here. Right index finger bend. So you can see this is the index finger. I see it here. So Ctrl Z. So there's a lot you can do around here. You can use it to create your pose, which is easier. So I've seen for the phase 2 because I've played around with this. I'm coming. Biceps. Okay, not here. I'm coming. I'm still. Yeah, facts. Yeah, this is the facts. So see bow down. comment. This is brow down, sorry. So don't mind me. So let me zoom closer to the face. Control Z. Yeah. So brow down. Cheek left inflate. Cheek right inflate. Can you see that? Control Z. Yeah, and cheek squint. Can you see? Yes. So there's a lot. Just play around with it. You get. You can play around with it to decide on what you want to use them for. You get. You can also keyframe. You get. I've not started keyframing, but I know that I can keyframe because when my mouse is here, if I pull through and I select I is the keyframe. You can see. But then I'm not seeing the keyframe dot here, so I don't really know how it works yet. So as we move on in my next tutorials, you will see more of me using this, and I'll explain better on how to use this plugin. You get. So the last thing I'm going to talk about in this plugin is the pose mode. How you can bring in your pose from Daz3D to Blender. You get. So it's quick and easy. So let me just close all this drop down, close all this drop down, close all this drop down. So we are going to go to posing. We're going to go to import pose, but then we need to find the location of this pose. The next thing we're going to do is to go to Daz Studio. From this smart content, you can just select the my Daz3D library. Right click. When you right click, you can search for browse to folder location. Yeah, this is where I'm going to get it. So and you can just select people. You don't even need to. Yes, when you select people, just copy this link up here and go back to Blender. We're going to go to this on Blender. So we're going to paste it. We're going to paste it here. You get. You're going to search. You get. So another thing that is interesting about this is that you can use a Genesis 8 pose on a Genesis 9 character. You get. Normally I would have said, okay, we'll go to Genesis 9 and select pose. You get. But I don't think I'm saying anything much here. So we can always use a Genesis 8 pose for a Genesis 9 character. So a character is a female, right? Select Genesis 8. And what you also need to do during this process is to check in convert poses, and select poses, base poses, and then we have all these. You get. We have all these here. Another sweet thing you can do is just to bookmark this so that you don't need to be going through all this copy and pasting, going back to that to go and look for the location of the poses. So you can just create a new pose here, and this is base poses, and you can just select let's select this one. Let's select this one. Let me select the file here. Yes. So and we have this coming. Can I see this? So this is the pose. You can also go back there again, import pose. Just select base poses. You see, you don't need to copy the link and select this one. No, I'm not supposed to select the image, but then okay, we are good to go. So this is it. So this is just how you can use the Diffeomorphic plugin, and also how you can install the Diffeomorphic plugin. So if you have any problem during the installation of this plugin, you can always drop your question in the description box. So thank you for watching this tutorial. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also on the notification bell to get more videos.